Everybody, it's Christine with Cocoa Daisy, and today I am sharing with you my setup for May using the gorgeous, bright, and beautiful afternoon tea collection. So this collection, we wanted to do something bright and fun for moving into spring and getting past all the dreary grayness of winter, even though it's still kind of dreary and gray here in Michigan, unfortunately. But that's all right. I have all of this beautiful brightness to look at, and I'm loving it. I'm loving the mix of the chintz florals with the bright and bold patterns, the splash of black and white that is in here. So it's been a lot of fun to work with. I'm especially loving the memory keeping kits as well. So I can't wait to put those in my memory planner and use them. I had so much fun putting these layouts together. This is the Traveler's Notebook memory keeping kit. Using the little envelopes, I used a little envelope here as well. So there is a lot of fun stuff in this month's collection, but this is my planner setup. So I'm going to go through this with you real quick. I have to admit to you though, life has been a little busy. So I was not able to do as much as I normally do. Maybe later this month or as things go, I'll be able to add some. My mom had shoulder surgery, so we've been helping her. My shop manager was gone for 2 weeks, to France, and lucky her, she had an amazing trip. So a lot of all of that together with, we have shipping coming up in the next couple days, and then hubby and I leave on a vacation that we had planned 2 years ago. So we finally get to go. So it's a bit crazy for this month. So I'm just trying to make sure I get this set up and at least kind of show you the basic of what I've set up as far as I've gotten. So, and then, as the month goes on, if I have some time, I will share with you some other little tips and things as I go along. I may even bring some of this with me on our vacation just so I can play with it and enjoy it, because I don't want to let the month go by and not enjoy it, because it is such a gorgeous collection. So I'm using my Vanderspec, and it's this lovely kind of mint, kind of seafoam green on the outside, and it has a beautiful almost navy blue, a little lighter than navy blue on the inside. And I felt like it really complemented the colors of the kit, as well as helping make some of those bright colors really pop even more. I cut out a lot of the stuff from the printable, which if you're a subscriber, you get free. If you are not a subscriber, we do have them listed and you can purchase them for download. So you can see I have the pen that actually matches the pen die cut in there. This was patterned paper. This was one of the tags. I'm not sure which kit that was from, one of the memory keeping kits, I believe. Some stuff from my stash. This is from the Minimalist collection. The bows are all from my stash from previous collections. My cute little sloth, he's just one of my favorites. And he was from the Treetop Canopy collection, not this last March, but the March before. And then again, I used some of the quote cards. I've done that for a couple months now, and I'm just having fun with those. And then I tucked in my notepad. And then we're going to move on to the front page. The tab page, I just added a few of the glitter dots on there. And again, you're going to see I kept it to a minimum as far as decorating my pages. Some of them I didn't even decorate at all. And I was going to try and rush and add that stuff. And I thought, you know what? No, this is actually good for me to talk about, because some of you, you feel a little uninspired, or I don't want to say uninspired, more like you're just not feeling creative, or you're a little worried that you're going to put stuff on the page and mess it up, so you don't necessarily like to, or like me, you don't have time. And that's the beauty, and that's why I started doing planning pages to begin with is because there wasn't anything pretty out there. Everything was just boring, black and white, nothing to it, just here's your list and that's it, you know. And I found myself wanting more than that. I wanted more, you know, beautiful things on my pages. And that's why we have the pages the way we do. You don't have to go to the extent that I do as far as decorating and adding and layering. The pages are beautiful on their own, and you can use them just that way. You don't have to add a lot to them if you don't want to. If you're feeling creative and you want to add some layers, then have at it. That's the beauty of the collection. You can do as much as you want or as little as you want. You can just take them at face value, add the beautiful overlay, and then add your date stickers, and that's it. You don't have to add anything else to them. They're beautiful the way they are, and just use them as your planner pages. So don't ever feel pressured like, oh, I've got to make it have all of these layers and all of this stuff, but I'm too busy. Then don't. Then just enjoy them the way they are. That's the way they're designed. They're designed for you to enjoy and just be beautiful on their own. So that's what I'm doing this month. I did add my photos word because this page is what I use to keep track of little notes and the pictures that I take each day for in my memory planning. So when I go do my memory planning in my Daisy planner, I can look on here and go, oh, the 9th, it's such and such photo, grab it from the phone and print it out, and it's super easy to keep track of all of that. Because then even if I'm behind by a couple months, I can just take out this section of papers, put it in with my Daisy planner stuff, and I don't have to worry about keeping track of what photos go with what, having them all printed out. I just have these pages. So yeah, so normally I add a little bit more detail to these. I do some stamping, and I may do that yet, but I didn't, and I'm okay with it because look at those gorgeous colors and the patterns, and it's absolutely fine the way it is. I did use the tags from the classified memory keeping kit. I sandwiched 2 of them together, and I used that as my little bookmark for my menu. And that is actually something else I have literally done nothing with these pages other than date them. But they're still beautiful, they're still functional, and I can use them just as is. I will probably still go in and add maybe even just the menu plan sticker, and write out my days of the week and write out my menu plan for the week. But because things are so crazy and we're going to be gone for about 10 days, you know, there's going to be a number of those that I'm not going to need, so I'm not going to stress about it. I'm going to use these beautiful pages as they are. Because again, normally what I do is I like to go in and add some stamping and some other things, but it's kind of nice just to have that extra room right now. So I may use a bunch of this for a packing list. I may use the back sides for some packing lists. And yeah, I'm totally okay with that. It's just one of those months. You have to go with whatever life is doing. And sometimes life gets extra busy. So that is a section. Anyway, oh, I should tell you what I use this section for. So what I use this weekly spread for is I will go in and write out appointments. The main things that are happening that week. It helps me plan the whole week kind of at a glance. So I'll go in, I'll add doctor appointments, right now appointments where we need to take mom or dad to the doctor, things like that. Get that all written in, and then I go back and the things that I need to complete in that week, I can fill in the spaces that I have left or the chunks of time that I have left. So that's the way that I like to use this section. It works really, really well for that, just as an overview of my week. And then from there, then I go to my daily pages and I have my more a fine-tuned list for the whole day. So, and then you have this section, which is just the notes, and then we go to the calendar page. This I did take the time to set up because I love to do the calendar page, and I kind of doubled down on what I do. So I use the same Let me see if I can grab it here. With the classic vertical inserts, I use these in my daisy planner, and I like to glue down this on my divider page for May, so I'll glue that down. And then I like to take the calendar page as well. Whoop, find the calendar page. It's in here, right here. And because it's the same, rather than rethinking the wheel, I'll just take whatever I decided to do on here and I'll put it on here, and then I'll put it in my daisy planner. So I haven't even done that yet. But so I will just copy this and I'll put that in there, and it works out really, really well. So we have shipping coming up, and I did a little bit of stamping on here. I did cut out some of the die cuts and add those. There's a few stickers on here. I loved these little stickers that have the little bullnose clip. Those are really fun. The little pen and the notepad. And a few little glitter dots on there is all that I added to that page. So that is my calendar. And yes, we are going to Barbados. And like I said, we booked that trip over 2 years ago now. Almost 2.5 years ago. So we are finally going, and we're super, super excited to do that. We need a vacation. This is one of the dashboards. Now, if you get the dashboards, you get them the A5 size as well as the personal size. You get both sets together. So when you get your daily pages, they will come like this, with this one facing up. So what I like to do is cover that page, because they're meant to be used as a 2-page spread like this. So you want to just cover this page up if you want. Otherwise, you just leave it blank and move on. But I like to cover it up just because then it gives it a great starting point. So I covered that up. So you can see then you start with the 2-page spread. And I did, this tag was a 4x6 from the Modern Memory Keeping Kit, one of the pocket cards. I cut it into a tag shape, used one of the little ring reinforcer stickers from the main planner stickers. And then I cut this little die cut out, and then I stamped the Try Something New on there and added it to it, because I love the little hexagon. It looks like a quilt, actually, that pattern. I love that. There's a couple little glitter dots on there. This card is from the planner add-on. And then I just added my one of my to-do list for the month of main things. Usually it's videos or creative stuff that I want to get done. One of the cute little fabric clips. I think those were in the classified planner edition. And then my pocket card, or my little sticker pocket, I cut that out, and I used some of the larger, so we have 12x12 papers that match, and that's what I used to cut my pocket out of. Don't know if we have any of those in the store anymore or not. You'd have to check. But we have, every month we have 12x12 papers, and a scrapbooking kit that matches the collection as well. So I used that paper, and I made the little pocket. I keep my stickers in there, added a little quote card from my stash, and then I cut out one of the pretty die cuts, and then added a little bow. And then the you got two in the classified planner edition. You got 2 clear cards. One has a pretty little quote on it, and one has the month on it. And one thing I want to mention is they do have on the back, they have a film, and that's to keep them protected. And if, like me, you have fingernails and it's hard to peel off, or you can't, what I will do sometimes is use a little craft knife, pull that edge up, and then you can pull that off. So I don't know if you can see that. Then it comes right off, and then it's all nice and clear. So it will have that bit of film on it. But I just liked that layered in there. I thought it was really pretty with the little bookmark over the pens. So I have that in there. And then I made another bookmark, and this one is for my daily section, so I can flip to it. And now you don't have to have I like to add bulk and layers in mine. Obviously, you wouldn't have to put a big old bow on there if you were worried about bulk in your planner. But I did add the bow to the top. And then I cut down one of the dashboards to make the other side of this tag. And I took and made a little envelope, and I tucked in some of these Post-it notes are from a previous one. And I did do a quick little video, you can find it on my Instagram, of how I made another envelope. So if you got either of the memory keeping kits, you received some of these adorable little die cut envelopes. And if you got the classified memory keeping kit, you got this template so that you could make as many as you wanted. Well, this template is for the smaller size. I wanted another one in this pattern paper in the larger size. So what I did is I simply traced this onto some pattern paper, cut it out. I used a ruler and a scoring tool and scored the sides, and I was able to fold that and make my own little envelope, because I thought it would be really cute, as I have, to have some of the little Post-its tucked in there. So I have this one with the blue and then the cute little teapot. Those are the Post-it notes that came with the kit, and I haven't decided where I want to put that yet. But I liked these on the bookmark, so I added those, and that's why I wanted to show you how you can make as many of those little envelopes as you want just by using the die cut itself as a template. I did my stamping on my headers, and this stamp set is back in stock. So you'll find that in the Daisy store under the stamps section. And so it helps you customize those headers however you want to lay out this page and use them. It helps you customize those sections. And then I added the little meal plan one here down on my little the little Post-it note. So those are the daily pages. I added, I'm trying to do a lot more videos every month, so I've started having a little card where I write out my ideas for the month for videos. And that's from the printable. The pen is from the printable. And then this is one of the pattern papers that I just stamped. Let's see, this stamp set was from the Traveler's Notebook Memory Keeping Kit, and it had that pretty quote. So I just stamped that on there. And then my monthly to-dos, I added a few little die cuts on there, just pattern paper on the back. And then this one I have, so let's see, that's my little list, which I'm not going to show you because it's messy. So my handwriting is really messy. That's why I don't like to show you my pages when they have stuff on them. This notepad is this one right here, and we have that in the Daisy store as well. And I thought the yellow looked nice with it, and they fit in. In a couple of the kits now, we've gotten these plastic sleeves. We do have some of those in the store as well. And so what I've been doing is reusing this one every month. I punched holes in it. I'll tuck in either some of this notepad, or I'll take some of the pages from my classic vertical insert. I'll take some of these and I'll tear them apart because they're perforated and they're so pretty. And then I'll cut them down a little bit, and then I have these great lists that I can tuck in here as well. But I made this back in, I believe it was February, and that's why you see the cute little heart pocket. And I left that pocket in, and what I've been doing every month then is tucking in some die cut or something from the current month to just kind of change it up. And so I did the little notepad and pens on that one. And then you can see I did another dashboard, and then I started doing my divider page, or actually, yeah, that was another dashboard, and then my daily schedule, and then it has the cute, and I believe that was in the main planner kit. It has this adorable little teapot in there with some beads. So that clip on there. And I stacked some more of the little teacups on there. And then my divider pages. And the personal size dashboards, then I just sandwiched those together and made a subdivider. Another one of the cute little ribbon clips. And this was, I think that was pattern paper. And then another one of the dashboards, and I added one of the pocket cards on there. I thought that was so pretty. And another dashboard and pattern paper. And then this one was actually from my stash, this little pen holder, and then I use a thick piece of heavy acrylic to hold that. So then I can put my highlighter right on there. And we do have these in the store as well. They're 12 by 12 sheets, and you can cut them down with a regular trimmer. You just have to work at it a couple times and you can get it cut down. And then the gorgeous pen this month, which I actually loved so much, I have 2 of them. So I have one and then I have backup. But this is, I think, going to be one of my favorites because I love that pattern. And it turned out so pretty. That's the pen. This was the pouch this month. I had that beautiful blue chintz. And I have my other highlighter that I had in my pouch. And this one was part of the planner add-on, I think. So that is a quick look at what I have done so far in my May planner setup. I hope you found some tips, even though it's not as much as I normally do, but I hope you've enjoyed it, and I will see you next month.